have like a little hole like that. Have you seen that before?
Yeah.
That you have like a little hole that doesn't cover the breast, okay? So when I start fabricating, you see what I'm doing? I'm pulling the skin away from the legs and thigh and start really close to the leg. This way I just ensure that I have coverage of the breast itself, okay? So I'm going to take this and you follow the thigh meat all the way to the oyster. Everybody sees the oyster? This over here, it's something that you pick, okay? So go ahead to the oyster, pick up the oyster, it lies in the back of the chicken, then you pop the joint out, and then go ahead and follow the backbone. You don't want to leave all that meat over here on the backbone. So you go like this with your knife against the backbone. This way you see I'm not leaving any meat on there, okay? Now for that fabrication, what we're gonna do, that's your chef knife. Somebody has a real chef knife?
Right there, chef. Right there, chef. Behind you.
Thank you. For this fabrication, now that's a cool trick, okay? Now it's kind of like, how do you know how to separate a thigh and a leg? Okay? I'm asking, how do you know? No, how do you know where to cut? Is it here, here, here? How do you know?
Feel for
Follow the
it.
muscle.
No. Oh, you can't feel for it.
You can see.
Feel for the knuckle.
No, but there's a cool trick. Okay, you see that line
line,
over here?
yeah.
Okay, you go about 1/4 inch to the left, okay, or towards the leg, okay? So that line, if you go about 1/4 inch towards the leg, every time works like a charm, okay? So you don't have to look for it, to struggle, and it works, okay? Now, what I'm doing over here, I'm taking, you see that part over here? I'm gonna cut it off. You see why? I'm exposing the bone marrow. Then when we're gonna make the sauce, that bone marrow gonna get into the sauce, give flavor to the sauce and make it much richer. So I'm going over here to take this and I'm gonna remove this so I can expose it. I'm leaving the skin on, we want the skin on there. Over here with this part, there is a flat side, okay? You can put it like this and there is a little hole in there, okay? You wanted to put it on the flat side so when you cut it, it doesn't break, and then you pull down the meat and have a little lollipop like that. So that's the legs and the thigh, okay? Let me do that again, okay? Okay, you see I'm pulling and I'm making sure that it's close so I have coverage. Now I'm following to pick up the oyster. Pop it out, and then go ahead and follow the backbone. Okay? Again, you see that line over here? If you're going towards the leg, you cut it right in between, no problems. You take this, cut this off. Remove some of that meat and cut the other edge off, okay? Everybody understand about the flat side that I was talking about? You know how there's a curve over here, a curve over here, but if you line over here, the problems of doing this like that, when you do it, you might break the bone, okay? And you don't have something to hold it, okay? When you do it like this, there's no problem. Pull it down like this, exposing the meat. You have a nice line. Now, over here, I'm gonna cut all around. And then go and expose it. And all I need to do is to snap it, okay? Pop it off, okay? Let's do the same, okay? You see, this is the base, a little bit above the base, Okay, going all around. Taking it out and then pop it off. Okay. Now a cool trick that you can do with this is also make little lollipops. You cut the both ends of these. You have a big bone and a small bone, so you take the big bone, okay, and push it one side, and then go to the other side. And push it out from the other side.
You pushing the big bone out or the small bone?
The big one.
Okay.
And then I'm pushing down the meat and having, okay?
Yeah, it's too, that's just one piece.
That's for the kids, man.
Yeah, that's a little. Now, if you have like a little hors d'oeuvres and stuff like that, and make this, you can just make it like fried chicken. People pick it up from the bone and eat it like that. That's something that you can do. Okay?
Fancy, man.
Now, over here, if I would fabricate it regularly, I would start right in the center and then go one side and the other side. The way that I'm fabricating that's different is if this is the center, I'm going about 1 inch to the side, and then I'm starting to fabricate it just the same way as if I would fabricate an airline chicken, okay? So I'm still following the bones, making sure that this is the joint over here. I'm going and taking it off. I'm going to take this and I'm going to cut it on bias, creating like a little spear, okay? Then I'm going to take this part over here and you catch it with the skin and the meat, and then I'm going to go and put it on top of the bone.
And this is what you said you learned?
Fancy,
Yeah.
bro.
Is that what you want us to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You see, now I have the skin, I have this, so this holds it together with the bone, and you have a piece of that. Okay, let me do that again. Okay,
What
let
do you
me
do with
do
the
that.
rest of the breast if I'm a chicken?
Huh? I'm going to show you
Oh,
in a
okay.
second. So if this is the center, I'm going about 1 inch.
About an inch over?
Yeah. And now I'm fabricating as if I'm fabricating a regular airline chicken. Follow the bones, try not to leave any meat on there. Okay. Then follow it like this. The joint, release it. I'm gonna take this one over here, try to get it nice and flat on an angle. Cut it. So I create myself a spear, and then I'm get the chicken
With the skin.
with the skin, and
Roll
go
it.
ahead and put it on top over there like this.
What do you call that?
Just fabricating chicken
Okay.
to 8
Fabricating.
pieces for braising.
I
Okay?
call it James as well.
Over here, it's a,
Sound like a fighter.
it's a French way to do it. I learned it in Lyon in one of the restaurants that I worked for my internship. Okay, so over here I go and follow the follow
Heel.
the heel. Okay, and I don't mind cutting a little bit into the bone itself because then I expose a little bit of the bone marrow. Okay. And now, because if I'm going to cut it in half, that's going to have less meat than this because that has more meat. So if this is a half, I would go a little bit towards this, go cut it, and then with my knife, go and separate it. And this is number 8. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces. Okay.
Nice.
So go ahead and try making it this way. If you need any help, I'm here to help you. Okay?
James, you doing the chicken?